Kicker Harrison Butker ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. On the move to his left. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. It's Eckler again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To the air again, Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Michel not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day 1 draft pick. Just continuous effort to get there for the sack. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the tripping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And all the way out. Juju Smith-Schuster, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch. A lot of time.
Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, well, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for KC. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Third and 2, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Right around the 39. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Herbert throwing again. Allen's got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Herbert on first down now. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Here's second and a yard. Eckler now between the tackles. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and second and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Running. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 40. 20. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
The last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. A check down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he bowls over it. Waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it,
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2. The ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's more on the return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a system to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Get this down inside the 40. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Up the middle with Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against him.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they will run it with Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space. When they dumped it to the back, he was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football.
And he's going to take it. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
He'll get it inside the 20.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, he stays up. Now he's forced, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down now, run with McKinnon.
We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The partner under the lights in prime time.